Alrighty, welcome back. Did a retro cube yesterday, but today we're back to the Power Mac. I like a mix for sure, and I've been really liking drafting a powerful cube. I go back and forth, and playing without the initiative is totally fine, but I don't mind it. And I'm gonna first pick a Scalding Tarn. Not an ideal one, but I mean, what's the second pick here? I think the second best card is like a Cult Epiphany, maybe a Braid. So I'm gonna take Scalding Tarn. I think that is the best. I'm passing to Yo-Yo Ma, not the acclaimed cellist, and Jacob's passing to me. No, not that complicated of a pack, to be honest. And then here, pack is also pretty bad. I mean, there's an Othari, which is probably the card I'm taking. I can't really justify anything else here. I mean, I'm just not a huge Natural Order fan. There definitely are times when it's good. Yeah, I think that Othari is going to be a better selection here. And then here, this pack's a little better. There's like an Oust, a Mystical Tutor, a Deep Cavern Bat, a Grief, Manifold Key. I guess I'll take Oust. I'm not a big Ether Spark believer. I think Deep Cavern Bat's better than Oust, but with Scalding Tarn Othari, I feel like Oust is a better pick. And I like Mystical Tutor, but I don't really like taking it before having something to go with it. Same with Spellseeker. There's like a Displacer Kit in here, Portable Hole. Spire Bluff's at least pretty good. Maybe I just take Spire Bluff, or I could gamble and take Spellseeker and hope to get Time Walk, Ancestral, or Flash. Nah. I'm just going to take Spire Bluff, and maybe I'm like some kind of Jeskai deck. We'll see. Well, here's Skyclave and Flickerwisp and Inspiring Vantage. Salvagers. Ooh, there's also Lorien Revealed. Huh. I could take Skyclave or Flickerwisp, but I think Lorien Revealed is really strong, and I don't mind just taking that here. Well, we'll see. Maybe one of these white cards comes back. Probably not. This pack kind of weak, so I think that I think I'd rather just take Lorien Revealed and not necessarily go right into red-white here, though. Red-white is obviously totally fine. This pack, there's a Firebolt is a decent card. Thraben's a good card. Sicaran Infiltrator can be good, but you need a lot of mana. Death Greeters is pretty strong. Also, Treasure Cruise. I have Oust, Lorien Revealed, Scalding Tarn. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Let's go. That's a late Chrome Mox. I will probably take that tier 2. Yeah. Can't really justify taking Tribute Mage, Lumberjack, Enduring Curiosity. I mean, I would take Chrome Mox no matter what I had taken so far. And I kind of like... I don't mind this start. I know... had I gone red-white, this pack wouldn't have been that good. There's Raugrin Triumph, Stock Up, Retrofitter, Relic of Sauron, Basalt Monolith. This is a weird pack. Artifact seems like it's open now with Retrofitter, Relic, and Basalt here, but I kind of wonder if I should just take Stock Up. I'm not a big Retrofitter fan unless you have ways to make it really use it. Raugrin's good, but there's a lot of tap lands. Let's just take Stock Up, and now I think I just take Stern Scolding. Or blue-white control, maybe splashing Othari, or blue-red, maybe splashing Othari. There's also Treachery and Jace, but when I have Treasure Cruise, Stock Up, and maybe even Lorien Revealed, cheap interaction is pretty much all I need. And I'll get to a point where you just go like 1-for-1 with Ousts and Stern Scoldings, and then you cast a Stock Up, and then later you cast a Treasure Cruise, and you kind of just outcard them. That's at least going to be my strategy here, but we'll see what other cards I get past. Had I gone a little deeper into white, I could have had like a Flickerwisp or Skyclave over Treasure Cruise, or over Lorien Revealed rather. And not a whole lot else. Oh, Wandering Emperor is good. Leyline Binding's also pretty good. Crater Maker's decent. I'm going to go with Leyline Binding. I've got one fetch already. I feel like there's a pretty good chance this is like a multicolored control deck where that's like a good 3 or 4 mana play. Or sorry, 2 or 3 mana play. I guess I'll take Zerda here. The Monolith is gone. I mean, I'm not playing any of these cards. Actually, maybe I just hate Collective Brutality. Maybe that's for the best. Oh, wow. Now there's Kitten, Coveted Jewel, and Cannoneer here. Is there any chance... I mean, I think I'm like slightly more likely to play Coveted Jewel than the other two, but not that likely. All right, I'll just take Salvagers now. Maybe I'll get a Lotus. Who knows? I'm glad I didn't try to draft white aggro. I would have had like maybe a Thraben and a Flickerwisp or Skyclave, and there's not a whole lot else that I could have really taken here. Okay, I'll take Sicaran Infiltrator. I mean, it wouldn't be zero that like a workshop could send me down the path of artifacts, but Okay, let's just hope pack 2 has some more cards that can give me some direction here. Now there's a Hallowed Fountain. There's also a Felia and a Plateau. I guess Paradoxical Outcome, Ancient Tomb, Meticulous Archive. I'm just going to take Hallowed Fountain. It's a blue-white duel. It works with my Scalding Tarn. I don't have a big reason to take Oracle, and I don't think I'm a Felia deck right now. Like, I would play Felia because it's just a good card. You should basically play it in any white deck, but it doesn't look like an amazing Felia deck, and I like Hallowed more than Scalding Tarn with this setup, or more than a Plateau with this setup. But here, I think I just take Palace Jailer. If I had taken the Zerda, I guess I could take Grim Monolith here. But this looks like a pretty good Palace Jailer spot. Council's Judgment on the wheel, maybe. Blue-white control with stock up. All right, this Talisman is probably not really what I want here anyways. Okay, no busted cards, certainly. This is where like a Force of Negation or, well, Force of Will would be awesome, but obviously that's asking a lot. But like Force of Negation, Mana Leak, Miscalc, Remand, like that sort of thing. I'm a little short on counters right now. All I have is this Turn Scolding, which is more of a Doomblade than a counterspell, I'll say, because it just counters creatures. So, hoping for more. Well, I'll take Swords. It's also Feywild Caretaker, Fable of the Mirrorbreaker, Gadgeteer, Thoughtseize. It's just a really good pack. Path as well, but Swords to Plowshares is just too busted. Let's just take Swords, and maybe I'll just be playing Sicaran Infiltrator on the fair as a instant speed Muldrifter. 5 mana for 2 1/2s and 2 cards. That's the deal of a century. Snapcaster Mage would be kind of nice here. I wouldn't mind that. This would be a good spot to open Ancestral Recall. No, really? Ancestral's good? Brain Surge could come back out of that pack. Oh, here's Urza, Balance, Prismatic Vista, Aragorn. Ooh, I really hope to wheel Aragorn. I mean, I could just take Urza. It's just a good card. Though Balance also could be good in this deck. For Balance right now, I have Chrome Mox is nice with Balance. Talisman can be nice. The rest of the stuff isn't that nice, but Urza doesn't look like amazing. I think I will just take the Balance here and maybe try to pick up like Sensei's Top or Mox Diamond, that sort of thing to make Balance a little better. I just don't see Urza being all that amazing. Oh, Dak Faden, though. This is a really good spot for that. Passing a late Limdul's Vault, once upon a time, but Planeswalkers are also good with Balance, and Dak is a really nice one to splash here. And then here, I mean, there's Adeline, Elite Spellbinder, Enduring Innocence, Gut. Gut's a really good one too, but I'm going to take No Moralize. That's where we're at. No Moralize, Blue-White Control. Let's go. Let's just, or Jeskai Control rather. Let's just see if we can pick up maybe one more finisher, but like Othari type card. Here's where Teferi, Hero of Dominaria would be excellent. And that's a card that doesn't usually go too early. Time Raveler is a card that goes early. That would also be excellent. Oh, there's Teferi. Perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Taiga would have been nice because I'm looking for cheeky duels to reduce Leyline Bindings cost, but Teferi is just exactly what this deck wants. Okay, Teferi, untap your land, play Swords to Plowshares, or just No Moralize, the classic Teferi, untap 2 lands, cast a counterspell. Okay. I'm excited by this deck. This deck is looking really nice. Just straight blue-white control. Could have had another Zerda deck. I've had a lot of those. Bankbuster could be nice. This actually looks like kind of a Bankbuster deck. Fiery Islet is also worthy of consideration. Bankbuster is expensive, and I have Dak Faden, Stock Up, Treasure Cruise, Lorien Revealed, so maybe I don't have the time for that, but it's really good with the cheap removal. Just take the land. I don't think I'm going to be Bankbustering. Oh, man, Plateau is a great pickup here. I was surprised that wheeled. Plateau is usually a very contested land. And then now I'll take Sunbiller Verge. This isn't the best Gemstone deck. I guess Gemstone's pretty nice with Balance, Palace Jailer, Othari. But I think a red-white duel is pretty good. And then Brain Surge came back. Yeah. Over Dress Down, passing Gadgeteer. Aragorn, I was really hoping to get that back. And then now, I guess there's no chance I'm playing really any of these, so I guess I'll hate Blightsteel. No one wants any of these cards either. I guess I'll take Adeline. I think I'm a little more likely to want that. This Unruly Crisis has to leave. All right, time for pack 3. What do we open? Nothing. my 3 first picks not going to be particularly good this draft. Wow. There's a Fire Covenant and a Troxa. I can't hate both, and I can't play either, so I guess I'll probably pass both. Am I really first picking? My first pick's gonna be Scalding Tarn, Hallowed Fountain, Expressive Iteration. I guess that's the Jeskai life. I could just snap off Thopter Foundry as a gamble. I kind of want to do that. Iteration, I mean, Iteration is good, but ugh, that's really not what I want to be first picking here. And Frantic Search doesn't do anything. All right, let's just take Thopter Foundry. Oh, now there's Underworld Breach, but can't do much with that. There's also 2 fetches and a Brainstorm. I guess a red fetch is just going to be really good. I've got Plateau to get. I guess none of them get Hallowed Fountain. I mean, I do like Brainstorm, but I think a second fetch is going to be better. So I guess Bloodstained Mire or Wooded Foothills. It's pretty close, but I guess I'll take Bloodstained Mire. I don't know. Consultation going the same way Oracle came, Mishra's Workshop, Galvanic Discharge. I'll just take Mystic Confluence over Lose Focus here. And I still want to get a few more cheap cards. Oh, Reprieve is really nice, passing all the red-black stuff. Watery Grave, Chaos Defiler, Troll, Atali, Blood Tithe. All right. Well, I've got a lot of card draw. Oh, there's Remanding Counterspell. Actually, this is looking kind of like a Counterspell selection here. Well, Ponder in the pack too. I mean, Remand is really good, but having a hard counter I think is pretty valuable, so I think I'm going to take Counterspell. This deck's games are just going to go pretty long, and Reprieve and No More Lies already get a little worse in the late game, so do that. There's the Cogwork Librarian. There's Zeator's Proving Ground. Mawlock, which I didn't get the random duels, so I don't think I can play that. Sarah Paragon, it's not even that good. I just have those. All right, let's just take the... Oh, I could just take Unexpectedly Absent. Yeah, that card is pretty good. All right, let's just take Absent here. A 6-pick Cogwork is also just not that incredible, so... Okay, Preordain and Sunfall. I'd almost always snap off Preordain over Sunfall. And I'm going to continue to do so. I mean, Sunfall is great. I guess this pick 1 Thopter Foundry is not doing anything. But, man, Preordain is such a better card. Yeah, that said, this deck needs Sunfall a lot more. No, I just can't do it. Look, I have Oust, Swords to Plowshares, Unexpectedly Absent. I have Balance. I have a Sweeper already. I think I should just take the cantrip here. Yo-Yo Ma did take the Cogwork, funnily enough. So far, oh, would I have traded Absent there for Cogwork? Yeah, probably. Oh. Is it time? Is it time for Jace the Mind Sculptor to finally get his due with Oust, Plow? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, there's a Soul Guide Lantern there too, but I'm taking Jace. Look, Iteration came back. So did Fire Covenant, weirdly enough. Yeah, I mean, I guess I will take Iteration here over Otawara. So I'm not getting any more lands, but I think I did okay. Oh, Eagles. Oh, Brainstorm came back? I like Eagles, but Brainstorm is so sick. This deck has a lot of cantrips and card draw. I mean, I can probably cut Sicarian Infiltrator at that point. And so now this is... Oh, Galvanic Discharge came back? I mean, there's also another counterspell, but Galvanic Discharge just looks awesome here. All the cheap removal plus Planeswalkers is so sick. Oh, I'll take Chandra. I don't know that I'll main deck Chandra because I don't want to have tons and tons of red mana, but I mean, I have like... Oh, Burst Lightning too? All right, well, now I kind of wish I took the Lose Focus over Galvanic Discharge. I didn't think I would get the Burst Lightning back. I mean, Zeator's is just going to be generally a better card to defensively draft. All right, this deck's interesting. Let's go build it. All right, I cut Burst Lightning and Leyline Binding and Sicarian Infiltrator. Well, that one I already kind of knew I was going to cut. And I think my mana's pretty good. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white sources plus Chrome Mox. Seems good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue sources plus Chrome Mox, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red sources. It would have been really nice if I got 1 volcanic, because that would have added a red source to Lorien Revealed and a blue source to Bloodstained Mire, but you know, can't have it all. Well, in my case, you can't have much. My really my first picks were not very good, but so it goes. Here I think I've actually should have taken Wooded Foothills. Well, it's like blue green versus blue black as to what's more contested. They're both pretty contested. It didn't matter, I don't think. I mean, I love how many early cantrips and early removal spells I have, and I'm just going to cast a bunch of removal into one of these like good 4 or 5 mana plays. A lot of card draw. It's possible I want like a Burst Lightning or a Sicarian Infiltrator over like Stock Up or Brain Surge or Iteration, but I think I like this. Let's see what my team's up to. Well, Stas has a really nice one. Gleemox, Mox Emerald, Time Walk, Sultai with Trop, Underground Mortuary, Watery Grave, Wooded Foothills, Breeding Pool, Mana Leak, Force of Will, that Occult Epiphany, Tameo, and Eternal Witness to go off with Time Walk. Yeah, this deck looks sick. Hopefully we get carried nicely. No one else is ready, so I'm just going to go battle. Okay, time for round one. I'd like to play first. All right, I'll keep this hand. Kind of interesting what I want to do here. I guess I'm just going to go Island Go and then probably turn 2 Brain Surge. Because I go land Mox and then have Brain Surge up and then turn 3 Jace. It's going to be my plan. Ooh, Teferi. Okay. Play Mox. Kind of want to just exile Teferi here because I have... It gives me white mana and I have Brain Surge and Iteration to play. All right, let's cast Brain Surge. And if this doesn't work, then we'll see what I want to do. Okay, so let's put back Hallowed Fountain, Treasure Cruise, draw, then cast Iteration here, and put Mystic Confluence into my hand, Plains on the bottom, Hallowed Fountain exiled, and pass the turn. This deck's good at drawing cards, and that is what it's doing here. I've got a Counterspell up. I kind of want my opponent to just play something here so I can Counterspell it. And then slam a Jace. I also would be happy to draw a land here, but I didn't think I was supposed to leave land on top. Broadside Bombardiers. I'm going to Counterspell it. I know I could Swords it, but I feel like Jace leave Swords up is going to be good enough because now I can go land, Jace, Brainstorm, put back Treasure Cruise, and put Mystic Confluence on top. Pass. And now I have Swords up in case they've got like a Haster, Lelia or something like that. Death Greeter's Champion. There we go. Swords that thing right out. And I mean, this is just like we've now entered the end game. We untapped with Jason play after drawing a million extra cards. Let's see if I can hit a land drop here. I guess not. Not really that close to one to cast Balance. I kind of think I just cast Othari here because the way I see it is, yes, I could leave up Mystic Confluence, and I'm sure that would work out pretty well. But if I play Othari now into an open lane, like an open field, my opponent has nothing. They have to get rid of the Othari. They also kind of have to get rid of the Jace. So I feel like it can't go that poorly. Well, okay. I mean, Sneak is actually really annoying. So let's put back Balance and probably Galvanic Discharge. And then I'm going to preordain them both to the bottom. Play another land. Okay, well, let's attack for 9 and hope that Mystic Confluence can stop Sneak from getting me too good. This didn't really look like a Sneak deck, so Tolly, okay. Hitting Ancestral Recall and Oust. Okay, all right. Yeah, this looks like it's going badly. Okay, into Mox. It's going to depend what other sneak cards come in. Woodfall Primus. All right, kills Jace, sure. You got more? Because this by itself isn't enough. All right, into Fury. Sure. So right now this is good amount into Bonehorde Dracosaur. Okay, so right now this is 11 plus 13, so that's enough. That's lethal, so let's go return target creature. So if I bounce the Bonehorde, I take 19. And then 20 off the fire outlet. All right. Bounce the Bonehorde, I guess. Sneak 3 things into play, huh? All right. Go to 3. It all goes away, except the Woodfall comes back, of course. And I can Othari here. Let's see. If I Othari, I go to 6 because I don't play the land. I attack. I kind of have to put in Bonehorde, right? Otherwise, I make 3 tokens. They block and die, so I think I have to do that. They didn't have a counterspell, or they would have countered Mystic Confluence. Okay. Okay. They just not put in Bonehorde, or they have an answer? We take those. All right. Works for me, beating a double power deck here. Interesting. Well, I didn't think I could lose that game. I didn't think I'd win that game, but all right. I kind of want Leyline Binding in. It's possible Oust is not going to be all that good. Balance is also like a little bit dubious, but I kind of think Balance is strong enough that I'm willing to keep that going. Okay. Let's see. On the draw here, I'm just going to mulligan this hand. No bueno. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll keep this. I think I'll put Palace Jailer back. Honestly, I could put like a mountain back. This hand needs to draw an island for iteration. Would be nice. Okay, swords is pretty good. They have some creatures that I can kill with my stuff. Any islands? Oh. Chromox is actually really good here. If I draw a blue card next turn, I can go like Mox imprint blue card iteration. Kind of scared of all these talismans. I really need something, one of these to be a creature, yeah. Just so I can start using my cards here. We'll say I did not anticipate the sneak last time. All right, blue card. Or island, I guess. I guess this works. I'll just iterate here. I want Hallowed Fountain or Tarn. I think I could just... Oh, actually, I might just put Stern Scolding into my hand because I can imprint it on Chrome Mox. All right. And then exile Tarn. Yeah. Obviously, it would have been nice to get 2 cards off iteration, but my plan here is to... Ooh, that's a 1 ring. All right. I don't like that. I was hoping to sword something and then slam Othari. But I kind of think Othari is not going to be good enough here. FOMO. Snap discarding a ruby, huh? Yeah, I'll swords it, I guess. They're pretty close to having 4 card types, and also this makes it so my the 2/2 that I'm going to get off Othari can attack. So they have... I know I'm not going to deal damage to them, but 2/2 has to attack, so it would have run into FOMO. I'm just going to get Othari going. I could bounce the 1 ring, but I don't with the fairy, but I don't think that really does that much. Okay, once again, I'm kind of under the gun of their 4 mana permanent, and I have an Othari, and I'm kind of hoping it's going to work out. But this time I only have 1 card in hand instead of 7, so that's a little different too. Okay, if they just play like a big creature, I'll be okay. Huh. No artifacts. Artifact removal for me, huh? Am I getting to hit with this Othari? Getting abraded. Okay. Now I will Teferi. Get that one ring out of here. There's so much life that it's just really not a concern for them to do that. To lose the life. Next turn, maybe I bring back Othari. It's not as a sorcery. So what I can do is I can stock up, if assuming I untap with Teferi and Rebel in play, which definitely not a given. So their top card, who knows, but they have a ring further down. All right, Teferi. Guess I'll play Plains and cast stock up here. Oh, I definitely want Dak Faden in my hand, and I think Treasure Cruise. And then I'm going to pass the turn and get Othari back here once this Teferi untaps my lands. They really can't have a removal spell here, because if they did, they would have just killed the Rebel beforehand. Oh. Kind of insane play, but okay. If I just bring Othari back here. All right. I mean, I think I had to play it the way I did, but still. Okay. They have a ring on top, but I'm going to steal it after them drawing one card. Oh. Could also just put the ring on the bottom here. Is that better? Huh. What do I do? What do I do? Their top card's the One Ring. The card in their hand doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah, I kind of like that. Chase the Mind Sculptor. Put that on the bottom. Because I don't need a One Ring in play, and now I can steal a Coalition Relic. You just got to tap it for mana here. And next turn I get to draw like a million cards. It means they don't get to... They have one draw step of things I don't know. It was a Scrapwork Mutt. They're going to discard a land, and even like a sneak here wouldn't be that bad. And then now I feel like I just have this game completely taken over with all my Planeswalkers. All right, let's draw two. Oh yeah, it's the Jover. +2. No, that's fine. Draw a card. Treasure Cruise. I don't have any way to use my graveyard anyway. Land. And do I care about this? Scrapwork Mutt is going to attack me. I guess I could just make them draw it again. It seems reasonable. Having them skip a turn when I have all this going on is pretty savage. Oh man, I have Counterspell, Brain Surge, Reprieve. And if the card in their hand isn't good, yeah, they couldn't even play it. All right. I would say that's a pretty dominating performance here. I mean, when this deck gets rolling, it draws a lot of cards. Well, found out where Oracle Consult are. My opponent has Boss's Oracle, Demonic Consultation, Jace Wielder Mysteries, Chain of Smog, Witherbloom. His combos are us, which makes this hand a little less exciting, but I'm kind of loath to mull because I have Preordain to look for counters. Galvanic Discharge can stop the Witherbloom or Sedgemoor Witch combo because they have both of those. And while Palace Jailer isn't going to be really what I want in this matchup so much, they have a Mox too, unfortunately. It is, I think, still a reasonable play depending on the time. Stern Scolding. All right. I'm just going to keep that up then, because if they play a Sedgemoor Witch on turn 2, that's a really good thing to counter. They went green blue land go. They have Reprieve in their deck or Remand in their deck, but obviously it's not that I'm not I'm not passing on playing Preordain because I'm worried about getting remanded. It's mostly that drawing Stern Scolding means I would like to keep this up for turn 2 play. They have a number of things. Oh, land go, huh? They definitely have remand then. I'm fine with them remanding this. They get to cycle their remand if they want. Island go. Sunbillow's interesting. Sunbillow Verge can let me cast Palace Jailer or Galvanic Discharge eventually. They also have Hole Breacher in their deck, which now would be a good time for them to go for it. And I can Stern Scolding it. Boom. Lorien Revealed Expressive Iteration. Don't want Lorien Revealed. I'm just going to put Iteration on the bottom. Play Plateau. That was not actually that bad. Now I have Discharge up. Iteration, I don't really see a time in the next couple turns I'm going to cast it, because I'm probably just going to cast Palace Jailer next turn. It's obviously a little risky depending on, what they do, but I don't really see a better play at this point. They counter it, sure. If they combo me, sure. I mean, I can't stop Oracle combo no matter what with this hand. And Witherbloom combo, they're 2 black away from doing that, so hopefully this isn't too bad. Oh, Brazen Borrower to take the Monarch. Yeah, that's fine. They get to draw a card. I think I should be able to take it back unless they can kill my Palace Jailer, which they have all blue and green lands in play. That's going to be a little difficult. And then I can kill the Brazen Borrower here. Let's see what I draw. If I draw a counterspell, it'll make this decision a little bit easier. Stock up. Huh? Okay. This is tough because if I play Teferi and they counter it, it's pretty bad. I think I'm going to cast Stock Up. Pick up Treasure Cruise, and this hand is really, really bad. I guess I'll still take Chrome Mox. It's better than a land, I think. Play a Tarn. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll just pass the turn here. I actually don't mind discarding a land here because on upkeep, I'm going to bolt that thing. Because that fuels my Treasure Cruise, which is pretty nice. All right. I still have Swords up in case I need it. And then next turn I can play Treasure Cruise and Teferi, probably. I mean, I guess technically I can't do both. Ooh, Jace. Okay. Let's just Swords that. Draw. Now I can cruise here just for the full amount. And if I draw a counterspell, then they clearly don't have any interaction in hand right now, so I feel pretty good about Teferi +1, hit for 2, and then untap. Yeah, let's draw my card first and untap those 2 lands. Now I have counterspell and no more lies up. Well, one of the 2 at the same time, but either one. But now I think I have the game locked up. All right, well, if they don't draw black mana, that makes things harder for them, though. They put a bunch of forests in their deck, so they bear some responsibility for such. Let's actually play Chrome Mox. Imprint Lorien Revealed. Play Jace the Mind Sculptor, and I'm just going to +2 it on them. They can keep Inquisition. I feel like it's fine to let them keep Inquisition because they don't have black mana. So it's just another turn of them doing nothing. And then hopefully I can Jace to keep them off of black mana here. Ooh. They can keep that. Let's draw. Let's play Spider Bluff, because I guess I'll play a tap land. I mean, at some point I would like to find my Authority, but I feel like I'll do that soon enough. Oh, upkeep. Oh, I don't even need to upkeep the... I'm unexpectedly absent. It's just going to be Time Walk here. It's going to be disgusting. I'll let them draw their island first, and if that doesn't break them, then end of turn, unexpectedly absent the Mox Sapphire. Well, not end of turn, because if I Jason and hit... Let's see. Lose focus. They can keep lose focus on top. That's fine. I have 9 cards left in my deck. All right. I guess I'm going to get to +1 this. Play Aragorn doesn't make me draw any extra cards. Pass the turn. Tap 2 lands, draw, discard, balance, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. They're going to draw lose focus. I'm going to attack them. 5 cards left. It's -8 to fairy. And do they have Brain Freeze in their deck? Doesn't really seem like a Brain Freeze deck at all. So let's see. If I attack for 6, they go to 4. They're dead next turn. Guess I'll just +2 Jace on them. Okay, I'll let them have Swamp. Play a land. And upkeep. I guess I'll draw a card, and that's going to trigger Teferi. I'll exile Forest. I could actually Brain Surge here, funnily enough. Discard. Fiery Islet. Upkeep. Oh, I didn't set an upkeep stop. Well, I was going to put the Mox on top of their deck. They're casting a Kaito. That's their big finish. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna stun Aragorn. Okay. I mean, I know I have Othari left here, so as long as I can just find Othari, then that'll be plenty. Okay, well, let's exile another land. It's on my draw step, so they couldn't even float mana and use it. All right, play land, play Othari. Took like a while to kill them, but it wasn't really under any question. Gonna lose focus me. Sure. Okay. All right. Well, we got game 1. They didn't play a black until turn a million. As far as a sideboard, I don't really have anything too exciting. Burst Lightning I might want over Oust, because Burst Lightning can stop the Witherbloom combo. Oust cannot. Sakaran Infiltrator seems better than Balance. Balance does not seem like a card I really want. And do I want to tap out? I mean, tapping out for Adeline isn't like the craziest thing in the world. Might be better than Palace Jailer. That sounds weird to me, but it might be true. Leyline Binding is also instant speed interaction. Yeah, I mean, Palace Jailer just really doesn't seem like it does anything. At least Adeline, like, I can start killing them and it's a little faster. Turn 2 off a Chrome Mox or something. Okay, on the draw here. And what do I got? What's in the grip? Oh, okay. Yeah, this hand's totally fine. I can have up turn 1 reprieve and then turn 2 stock up. Seems pretty reasonable. Plateau. Well, I'm going to imprint to Fairy, I think. Pass the turn. And I don't even know how much I want to cast a reprieve on turn 2. Like, I'd be fine if they just didn't cast anything, but Shadowy Backstreet. Oh, they didn't even have a blue-black duel to go get. Okay, no plays. Draw. Let's just play Sunbillow Verge. Oh, I would have imprinted a Treasure Cruise if I could. If I get and lose focused or something, then that's fine. Yep. Was hoping to not, have that resolved, but now if I draw an island, I can play a Jace. If not, oh, I'm just getting turn 3'd. Okay. Yeah. Let them consult and see the deck here. So, Chase Wheeler, Mysteries, Brazen Bar, Inquisition, Vamp, Frantic Search, Hull Breacher, Remand. So just the 2 counters, a bunch of tutors. Swords, I think, is still probably fine. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Palace Jailer is not really what I want. All right. So hope that doesn't happen again, huh? I mean, getting turn 3, like, I can't never tap out. I do have a bunch of counters. I have Stern Scolding, which does counter Oracle. Reprieve, Counterspell, No More Lies. I mean, I have a bunch. I just, when it's assembled that quickly, it can be tough. Okay, I mean, I'll keep this hand. I think I'm going to go Scalding Tarn for Plateau. And then cycle. I'm just going to cycle Lorien Revealed now. I have like Treasure Cruise in my hand. Like, I don't think I'm doing otherwise. Oh, am I going to get Inquisitioned here? Or is it Imperial Seal? Inquisition's fine. Can take either iteration or discharge depending on where you're at. It is annoying if iteration gets taken, but I would still kind of rather it get taken, because if they're taking Galvanic Discharge, that means that they have a creature to protect. All right, let's just get the Hallowed Fountain, because I don't think my life matters too much. Kind of worried about Hull Breacher here. I'm going to wait a turn on iteration. I just think getting an extra card out of the deal is so strong. If it gets countered, it gets countered. At least I'm almost all the way towards. I mean, if it gets countered, I can Treasure Cruise on turn 4 if I have to. JVP. Okay, that's a good one. That's like one of the few cards I'd be able to oust here. All right, let's iteration. Okay, Stern Scolding in hand. Plains on the bottom. Let's play Mountain. I don't think they're going to main phase play a creature here. And I think getting an extra land is worth it. Maybe not, though. Maybe that was just greedy, because it was probably just greedy. Like, most of the time it's fine, and I don't have to cast Stern Scolding here. But if I do have to cast Stern Scolding here, it's pretty bad not to have it up. I could just get Oracled here. Okay, well. That wasn't ideal. Let's see. Okay, well, I guess I'm not getting Oracled right now. Most likely. It'd be odd if that was happening. But they are going to loot into a play. Is that putting a land on top or something? Can't cast Witherbloom here either. No, it's not putting a land on top. Huh. It's kind of odd. Can I draw a counterspell, please? I've got a bunch of counterspells in my deck. I would really like to draw one. Oh, Swords to Plowshares is actually pretty nice. Because I'm going to Swords that Jace here. So they can't flip Jace and Inquisition. All right. And then pass. And then next turn, maybe I can fire off a Treasure Cruise. Is this Witherbloom? Yeah, I'll Stern Scolding the Witherbloom. If they end up, I mean, it feels like that's what was tutored for, like that or a forest. Probably the forest, but I don't know. Okay, I'm going to do it for the 6. I can pay for Lose Focus. Didn't have it, apparently. Land past the turn. Unfortunate that now Burst Lightning stops the Witherbloom combo, but doesn't stop the Thassa's Oracle combo. So I'm not quite in the best shape for that. Relic of Sauron, well, I'll definitely reprieve that. Dak Faden would be nice. All right. Well, let's Othari, I guess. I don't really see a better play here. Go to 13. Next turn. I mean, I have lethal next turn with Burst Lightning. So as long as I don't get Thassa's Oracled here, that doesn't look like, that looks like a relic. Not me getting Thassa's Oracled and tapped all their black. So that's not what's happening here, I don't think. To Grist, okay. I think I have exactly enough mana to win this turn. I in fact do. All right, so draw, land, unexpectedly absent the insect token, 0. Attack for 9. Yep. All right. Go to 4. Kicked Burst Lightning at your dome. Do it. And that's match, baby. And funnily enough, that's the draft. I mean, that was a speed run, but you know, I'm not going to force someone to play round 3 when we beat them 7-1. Like, it's not even close to being close. This deck was nice for not having anything particularly busted going on. I really like it. I mean, look, I had Galvanic Discharge, Oust, Swords to Plowshares, Unexpectedly Absent, Balance, and Stern Scolding as like cheap interaction. That's a lot. And then for cantrips, I had Brainstorm, Preordain, Iteration, and then at 3 mana, Brain Surge and Stock Up, and Dak, I guess. And then at 4 mana, I had Mystic Confluence, Jace, Teferi, or 4 and 5, and 2 Monarchs, plus Treasure Cruise, plus Othari. And then I also had 3 hard counters, or not hard, 3 2-mana counters, plus Mystic Confluence, plus I guess Stern Scolding double counts, and pretty good mana. No Volcanic, but a tricolor fetch, a 2-color fetch, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dual lands, counting Lord Revealed, plus a Chrome Mox. Like, this deck actually was really sweet. This is a sick little Jeskai deck. This is the kind of deck where if they get initiative early, can be in a lot of trouble. But other than that, I mean, this is just like a pretty beautiful interactive Jeskai deck. And didn't get to play a 3rd round, but crushed to a pretty easy 2-0 victory. Easy as in we had some close games. But I did win, and short and sweet. I'll take it. So that'll do it for today. I appreciate you hanging out. Sometimes the Jeskai control decks don't lead to the longest videos when we just, you know, kind of demoralize and crush the other team beneath the heel of our cheap counters and interaction. But I'll take it. All right, that'll do it for this one. I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.